So the first concept that I want to introduce you is project. So project is one of the para framework concept, and yeah, let's click into this feature and let me introduce you to this concept. So basically, in simple term, project is things that you need to do, and yeah, basically everything that you need to do to achieve a lot of things in your life, and also achieve some milestones that you have. We call it project in this Notion template. So yeah, that's the definition. And inside of a project, you will see that we are seeing examples here. Some projects like compiling freelance experiences, summarizing personal notes, do yoga, and yeah, starting travel plan. Those are a valid examples of project that you want to have. You may have in your life. And inside one project, you will have several details that we are going to go deeper later, but the one I want to highlight for now is the page content itself. So you have two buttons and also a notes space here where you can just simply get creative to putting notes of related to the project. And this button, if you click it, you will open some fill in form, uh, in quote form, so not really form, but you can use this to describe and also fill in the metrics that you want to define success of this project, and yeah, the steps that you need to do to achieve to finish this project. And let's say that after that you finish this project and you want to evaluate the project itself, you click this button and it will open some new callouts, some new details here that simply requesting you to list what are the things that is really nice happening in this project, the things that you are doing in this project that's really good, so that you can repeat it in the future, things that can improve, and things that is not really a good thing in this project, that things that you do that is not really helping in the project, that in later, if you are having similar projects, you don't want to include that step. And notes, yeah, it's a space for you to get creative to putting notes about this project. And yep, and let's say that I want to create a new project, for example. You can just simply go into this below this table, click new page, or you can click the blue button in the right hand side of the table. So if you click this one, you will have a similar interface like the one that we just seen, and yeah, you can do the same thing. And I'm also want to highlight some details here that we are going to go deeper right now. So there are status, priority, deadline, and more information. You can click these three dots to view details to show the related area of responsibility of this project, and some details, the project depth. We are going to go deep into that. And yeah, let's jump right into all of these details now. So you will see that, yeah, let's go back a little bit. Well, let's say that we are going to add this a new task for the new project. That's a better name, new project. And after you click this, this is the one that you just add using the blue button, and you will see that the new project, it's in there you go, in this below part of the table. Now, yeah, what are the things that is included in a project? So this table is really very informative. That is really effective. This includes all the things that you need to fill in for a project to be very informative. The first one is title, definitely. You want to give a title to your project, like for example, compiling freelance experiences, a read book, and revamping portfolio websites. You can get creative. And after you put a title of a project, like the one that we just add here, a new project here, and then there's status. So status is basically the condition of the project, whether it's already started, whether it's in progress or not started at all, or maybe it was in progress but you are waiting, or maybe on hold to wait for something. Then you can click on hold, and if it's done, then it's done. You can click it to apply the new status. And then there's priority. So priority is a concept for each project that is based on Eisenhower matrix. If you are not familiar with Eisenhower matrix, I really recommend for you to browse it and also learn a little bit about Eisenhower matrix. But basically, simply put, to explain it, is Eisenhower matrix is a framework for you to prioritize all of the things that you need to do based on importance and urgency. So if you click into the priority, you will have several options based on the importance and also the urgency. So there will be projects that is important and urgent, and yeah, the gradients is there until you have some projects that is not important and not urgent, which is something that we don't want to have in our life. And a little bit new addition is routine. So this will differentiate things that you may want to do repetitively in the future rather than the one that you simply check and then you said it's done and you remove it to the system. Routine is the one that you for projects that you want to do it repetitively, like for example, yeah, do yoga, read book, sleep for 8 hours. That's routine. And then yeah, project debt is the new next concept that I want to introduce you. This is a little bit tricky to explain, but I also include really in-depth explanation about project debt. But simply put, this feature, this attribute of a project will help you to determine how valuable a project for your future and determine it in number. So basically, this is a scenario where you need to put a number stating how long in months it will take to train a smart college fresh graduate until they can learn and execute this project until it's done. And yeah, using this attribute, you will see that there are several projects that it may need for a fresh graduate 10 months to learn how to have a freelance experience and compiling it into one good portfolio. And also a fresh graduate might need 5 months to have a personal note and summarizing it, or maybe a fresh graduate need 2 months to learn yoga and do it appropriately, and so on. And you will see that after you put the depth into each projects, you can make a rank of actually which of these projects that are the most important ones for your future. So yeah, that's the big purpose, the main purpose of this project depth. Hopefully it's going to be very informative for you. And yeah, I personally use productivity second brain Notion template. I really appreciate project depth here. I really use it a lot. And then there's deadline. You know deadline is, you simply put end of the project, the estimated end of the project, and you can just simply do the project before it reach the deadline. And yeah, you have that's all of the most important attributes in a project. And I want to go a little bit deeper about priority and project depth. So yeah, we mentioned that priority is based on Eisenhower matrix framework, and project depth is inspired by deep work concept, one of the most sought after productivity concept that is we know. And yeah, for the Eisenhower matrix and project depth, we have 2 dedicated buttons that will help you to show the priority and the project depth of each project. So let's go first into the Eisenhower matrix. You have a button here, simply click it. It will open you a new page of actually not a new page, but it will open a feature of Eisenhower matrix in this productivity second brain. And what you are seeing right now is basically the same projects that we have been seeing. And the purpose is that using this visualization, maybe you can prioritize your projects even better. Like for example, I see there are 4 metrics here, and yeah, after deliberation and things like that, you may think that summarizing personal notes is important but not really urgent. But actually, revamping personal portfolio website is really important and urgent right now. And starting travel plan, I quite forgot about where to go. Maybe you can click it to see the details here. If you click it, we didn't put any information for now, but this is where you want to observe. And after, let's say that you observe the notes, and starting travel plan is really nice. But I think this is not really as important for my future, but my well-being is on stake, so it's urgent. I need to have a travel plan to Europe. And yeah, you see that renovating bedroom is not really important and urgent. If you decided, if you click it to see the details, which is not yet ready here, but let's say you observe it and it's not really important and not urgent, you can delete it. And you are seeing the new project as well in the middle tab here. And you can, let's say you want to, let's put a good title here. For example, create a new Notion template. That's a good meta one. And yeah, let's say that this is something that I think I need to do it very urgent and it's important. So you simply drag it, and we forgot to put make a related area here. This is a creator business, and now it's gone from the project inbox. So this is the Eisenhower matrix. Let's jump back into the project page. That's the priority, and you will see that also this one is already applied, like the one that we just did. And for the project depth, we also have a dedicated button here, calculate deep projects. If we click it, it will open you a pop-up. Yeah, this one showing about a little bit introduction into deep work framework. And yeah, you have a really nice and brief explanation about deep work that is promoting Pareto principle, which basically states the purpose of this pop-up, the deep work prioritization, is that only 20% of the list of our projects that produce the most valuable impact in our life compared to the rest of the 80. So yeah, actually you are really recommended to browse more into Pareto principle, which is a really sought after productivity concept as well, that I personally also use it heavily because it's really helping you to focus on the most important things. And for this pop-up, the things that you may want to do and how to use this pop-up is like this. You have 9 projects right now, and let's say that after you put all of the project depth here, and let's say that creating new Notion template, the one that we just add, the new project that we just add, I think people, a fresh graduate might need 3 months to create a new Notion template. And then you go into deep projects. You remember there are 9 projects. Let's click this button, and then you put the total of the project is 9. And using this simple calculation, you are recommended, you have one here, the high value projects. This basically states that out of the 9 projects that you have currently, there's only one project. If you really want to be very strict with prioritization and your focus and your time, only one top project, the top 1 project of your list, that is actually the most valuable things that you need to do for your future, and the rest is less important. So that's a really strict framework that I usually use it for simply benchmark. So simply helping me to be aware that, hey, I'm spending a lot of time in things that actually not in the top Pareto. And I really need to finish all of the less important things really quickly, and so that I can focus on the things that Pareto principles show that these are the top tasks, that top projects that I need to focus for my future. And using this case, you only have one, then you see that actually only the top 1 projects is the things that you need to spend much more focus and time and effort, because it's the most valuable ones for your future. And let's say sorry, and let's say that we have more projects, then you can just simply, like for example, you have 20 projects, then you will have 4 high value projects. Then you can count that this one, and this one are the ones that you may want to be to put more focus into your framework. Let's continue now with the projects. We just seen the table here. Other tabs are available for you to give more perspective into your projects. So these are the tables that you can use to fill in the details really conveniently. And if you click to buy status, this will show you in board view all of the projects that you have. And yeah, the same details actually, like the priority, and yeah, these are deadlines, so related to deadlines. If we click this project, for example, you will see that uh, yeah, time left is related to deadline. So if you change the deadline, then you will see the notes, how many time that you'll have left to finish this project. And yeah, unfortunately we missed a lot, but yeah, using this visualization, you can simply show in a really quick glance, okay, I have a lot of things to do, these are the priorities, these are the deadlines that I still have, and these are the ones that is not started, on hold, in progress, and all of the things that's completed, is done, is empty, not empty, hidden from the view. But you can click it to see all of the completed projects here if you have one. And these ones are the little bit description for the project that you have, so you can have also in quick glance all of the status of each projects. So let's say that you, in your compiling freelance experience, let's say that you want to add a new description, let's say that you are in progress, and if you click let's go a little back, if you click edit here, you can add the description here. Let's say that, yeah, I'm still compiling, but uh, continue with adding previous work experience, and let's make it italic to make it more look good. So yeah, now we just add a new description of the progresses. And then after the by status tab, you also have by depth. So this also shows a little bit the same attributes, properties that you have in a project, but this one shows you and rank all of the projects by the project tab. So you will see in the most left part of this list is the one that is having the most depth, which means it's the most valuable project for your future. So using this, you can just simply show that, okay, I see that my most valuable project is in progress right now, and these are the situations. And the second most valuable is still on hold, and I need to also see what's the progress so far. If you want to click it, you can just simply click it and see all of the notes that's added, and so on. And the last one is routines. So this one simply filtering all of the projects that you need to do repetitively, so you don't have to really uh, do it here, but you can also do it in this step. Let's say that, hey, I already did read a book today, so let's put it done. And let's say that, okay, this is a new day, then I want to, let's say it's not started today, and meditate is not started as well, and but this morning I just did my yoga, so let's make it done. And you also see that in the below of the status, you also see the date updated. So when was the last time that you update this routine? And yeah, that's this tables and all of the visualizations that will help you to prioritize your projects. And scrolling below, you will see calendar views. So there are 3 deadline related views here. So project weekly, so it will show you, let's go back a little bit here. Yeah, you will see all of the projects that is inside weekly duration and monthly duration. You can go here and see, okay, I don't have a lot of projects actually, but you can start managing. And the timeline, so you will see in the timeline version of your projects, okay, this already passed, this one is a pass, and this one just I need to finish it yesterday but I did not. And you can go creative in, okay, I think this one can be delayed here and here, or maybe you can just go into the, yeah, this one is the more appropriate ones for you who wants to move projects. So let's say that, yeah, I can do it in this weekend, and compiling can start tomorrow, and I think I have more time as well in this today, in Monday, to also continue summarizing personal notes, and it's going to apply here as well, and in the table as well. And actually also, interestingly, in the status one, so you will see that, oh, I have 0 days left, less than 1 day to finish this one and this one, and also this one. So a lot of things to do today. So yeah, that's basically all about projects in Productivity Second Brain. Hopefully, oh yeah, one last thing. you can also yeah, this calendar, I think this is a really good one. Let's say that we want to add a newly created projects to, let's say that we did not put deadline here. You can put manually by clicking and setting where do you want the deadline is, but you can also do this technique. So this newly created project, you can click onto these 6 points on the set of the projects, and you can click, hold it and drag it into the timeline, for example. No, I think calendar is better. So let's drag it one more time, and let's say that we want to make the deadline for creating a Notion template this Friday. So voila, you just setting a deadline for this newly created project, not by setting it manually, but you drag it into the calendar. Really a good visual for you to manage your projects. And also it's also applied to the table as well. And one last thing, this is a really optionally but really good one, good feature of the project as well, is review project report. So let's say that you're managing a lot of projects for the past months, and you want to see how you perform. If we click this one, you will see some some charts about your performance of the projects. So you see that currently you have 10 project by total, and by priority you have this. You will see that, okay, I have 3 project by priority and 1 project by area. So we did not really introduce area here. So area is basically the big aspect of your life, so like for work or life and productivity, or about the business. So you categorize projects based on area, and using this project by area chart, you can see the amount of projects that you have categorized by area. So let's say that you completed a lot of things in your life for the past month, for example. You will have the really nice summary in these charts, using these charts. And project by depth, you are seeing the amount of project that has the depth here. So you see that actually we have 6 projects that has 1 depth, and also 1 that has 10, 1 has 5, 3, 2, and no project depth. And for the project by depth, you also can see in a timeline view the distribution of the projects chronologically. That's the right word. So yeah, you can see all of the projects by the deadlines that you set. So you may need more projects to see this project report more valuable, but knowing that this feature exists for you, and let's say that you are using the productivity second brain for quite a long time, for several months, you will see a really nice project report there. So yeah, that's everything about the report. Hopefully this video is really in-depth and very valuable for you to know whether the project in this productivity second brain is really a good feature for you. So thank you for watching.